Are you ready?
No.
Are you ready now?
No.
Okay.
That's how are we going to start it? We haven't even talked about how we're going to start it. What's our name?
Well, my name is Kevin.
I'm done.
Huh?
I'm done.
We don't have to establish a name right now.
But I need to.
What do you want it to be?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. Because I'm fine with just Jackie. Okay.
Just in big letters, Jackie. And then in tiny letters, and Kevin.
It's literally just Jackie, like all caps, and Kevin.
Okay.
But that's why. Like I need. To me, like that's why. To me, this is like a paper. Like I gotta put my name, and then I gotta put the title. You know, like essay wise, and then I gotta start. What?
What not to do on a podcast by Jackie and Kevin.
This is a group project, and apparently I'm about to do it by myself.
No, I'm doing all the work already. I have the laptop in front of me. I'm the one pressing record.
Do you want me to record then?
No,
Is it such a fucking hassle?
No, not yet.
Do I not curse?
Try not to curse as much. Yes, sailor. Talk the way you would if your grandma was listening.
I would literally probably accidentally curse from my grandma.
See, well, there you go. That's acceptable.
But that means I would still curse.
Well, accidents happen.
Okay. But I can't do that because my grandma's not here.
Oh.
So I can't just be careful and act like my grandma's here. She's not. She's in Texas.
Wonderful.
Did it pick up Ben?
Yes.
Ben, shush. Ben, stop.
I'm trying to record a podcast, Ben. Please.
Ben, you're gonna go to bed if you continue to bark.
Well, how about... And this was the first name that came to my mind.
Or...
JK, the pod.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because that's my own little branding. Like, on my D&D game, in the Discord, my username is JK the DMs with a Z.
Oh. Well, I know. I'm fine with the JK, but right. JK the pod?
Or pods with a Z.
That sounds dumb. No, that sounds dumb.
But it's a podcast.
I understand.
JK the podcast?
I understand.
Z with a Z.
No. I mean, JK, it's a podcast?
That's fun. I like that.
Then we could do that.
Okay.
If you want.
JK, it's a podcast.
It's a podcast.
That's fun.
God.
I should make a note of it.
Go ahead and make a note of it. See, that's why I also didn't have my notebook, because I wanted to make notes and stuff. But then I know I'd be fucking writing an essay.
JK. It's a podcast.
Wonderful.
Exclamation point. Episode 1.
Winky kick face.
Huh?
Winky kick face.
Episode 1. The JK.
Wonderful.
Yes. Okay.
So then how do we start?
We start by saying welcome to the JK It's a Podcast. Welcome to JK It's a Podcast.
No.
No?
That makes me want to hit you in the face.
Okay, you do it.
But I don't know. Welcome sounds dumb.
Okay. JK It's a Podcast. I'm your host, Kevin.
Just jump right into it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's better than welcome.
I like it though. JK, it's a podcast. I'm your host, Kevin.
Okay, so it's like, do you just say it, or do we both say it? Because I feel like both of us saying it sounds...
Do you want to try both of us?
Okay.
And then if it doesn't sound good, I'll just cut it out.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
No.
1, 2.
Are you...
So it's
are we gonna...
JK, pause. It's a podcast. 1.
Oh, we're not gonna do it. It's your host.
Well, no, we're not gonna be like it's your host Kevin and your host Jackie in unison, because then that just sounds.
Well,
weird.
no, I wouldn't. Obviously not. But once it gets to that point, you say you, I say me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But I'm saying obviously the first part we say together. I just wanted to clarify if we were doing the second part or not, introducing ourselves separately.
Yeah. Okay. I thought that was implied.
No, see, that's why I need rules. I need to follow something. I need a schedule.
Okay. So then we'll say, JK, it's a podcast. And then I'll introduce myself, and you'll introduce yourself. Or do you want to go first? Because then you are the J, and I am the K.
That's true.
So we'll...
See, I wouldn't have thought of that.
Title, you, then me.
Do I say hostess? Isn't that like a dessert? A hostess?
Yes.
It is, right?
Yes, but it's also...
I'm your toaster strudel.
No. Dear God.
And your Hot Pocket Kevin. Oh. Okay, so just it's your host.
So it'll be...
Hostess?
It'll be in unison.
I work
JK,
at Hooters.
it's a podcast. And I'll say with your host. And then you'll say your name, and then...
I say with your host.
No. Or well, if you want to, with your host, your name, and then I'll say, and Kevin.
So with your host or with your host?
With your hosts, with the Z.
Kevin, should stop. Oh my f***ing God. I can't say hostess.
With your host.
With your host.
With please don't.
If I say hosts.
With your hosts.
With your host.
See, you make repeating it now makes it sound weird, and I don't want to say that.
That's.
Okay, well, how about JK? It's a podcast with Jackie and Kevin.
Okay, thank you. Because with your host sounds dumb.
Okay. You should have just said that at the beginning instead of struggling with how to say hosts.
Well, I was already like making a bunch of changes and changing a lot of stuff. I thought you'd get mad. So, JK.
It's a podcast.
It's a podcast.
Bentley, please.
I'm Jackie.
And I'm Kevin.
Okay.
And that's Bentley.
And that's Bentley, shh.
It's
Let me
okay.
stop. Ben, look, silly putty. I know. It's silly putty.
Ready?
No. Wait. How long of a pause to JK?
JK, it's a podcast.
JK, it's a podcast. Okay.
Nice. Ready?
No.
Ready? 1, 2.
I can't.
Please don't do this now.
Oh, this is gonna get stuck in my hair. I know it. Because I'm gonna do this a lot.
Don't do that then.
Cut my hair.
No.
Okay.
1, 2.
Can we stop? Is this just once we say it, we're going?
No, I can edit it.
Okay.
We can just go
Okay.
and I just cut out the stuff that no one wants to listen to.
Okay.
1, 2. JK.
Oh.
This is going great. Do you want to lead it? And I'll just follow you.
Is it 1, 2, 3, and then we just
Yes.
go straight? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll let you do it.
No.
So you're ready.
No.
Okay.
I'm not good at math.
1, 2. JK. How about I just do it?
Okay. Go. You go ahead and do it. Wait, because then it sounds like weird if it's you. It's like, JK, it's a podcast with. Then it's like with Jackie and Kevin. Do you think that sounds weird? Should we try it?
Sure.
Okay, you go and then I'll do it and
Yep.
then we'll both do it in the end. And hopefully I don't laugh.
What do you mean? So I'll say the title and you'll introduce yourself and I'll introduce
Yes.
myself. Okay.
And then yes.
All right.
Yes.
JK, it's a podcast with.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Let's try that again. I'm so sorry. Don't pout. Oh god.
I feel like crying.
All right, let's do that again.
Okay, sorry.
JK, it's a podcast.
Yeah, that.
That should have been. You should have just
I'm
introduced
so
yourself.
sorry. You're so
How
right. I'm
dare
so sorry.
I'm an actor.
That one was really good, though. I liked that one.
Okay, so emphasis at the end.
No.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it.
Okay.
JK, it's a podcast.
No, that was too long.
Oh.
The pause in between.
Pause.
Yeah, that's too long of a pause. That's what I was talking about.
Okay. JK, it's a. I did that for the long. I stopped myself. Okay. JK, it's a podcast. No? No. You're saying no.
That was. You went very less confident, and then you like went into
I'm
it.
nervous now.
I'm sorry.
Give me your silly putty. No.
Take off your ring first. You're single.
No. I'm
Okay.
betrothed. JK, it's a podcast.
I like that one.
Okay.
I like that one, but a little bit like more happy.
No promises.
Okay.
JK, it's a podcast. No?
You're doing that too low. You're like.
I'm just gonna say it, and then when you feel it's right,
Okay.
you just introduce yourself. Because otherwise, oh my god.
Oh no.
What have you
Oh
done?
no. There's silly putty on this one.
Yes, I see. That one's yours now. That's your first question to answer.
Okay. Sorry.
All right.
Okay.
JK, it's a podcast.
Better. Definitely better.
JK, it's a podcast.
No.
JK, it's a podcast. JK, it's a
No.
podcast. I don't know what you want me to say though.
The JK needs to be the same level as you're doing it all.
JK, it's a podcast.
No.
I don't
That's
know.
monotone. All of that it was horrible. Ew.
JK.
No.
JK.
No.
JK.
No.
JK.
No. Oh
I hate you. Do you want to do it? How about you do it? And then I'll introduce myself and you introduce yourself.
Okay.
Why are you laughing?
Because the mic's watching me.
Huh?
The mic's watching
The mic
me.
doesn't have eyes. The mic's listening to you.
Oh wait, that's watching. No, same thing. Okay. See now I'm nervous. What if I say it too overly excited and I'm a loser?
JK podcast.
Okay.
Okay.
JK, it's a. Oh,
No, that sounded fine.
really?
Yeah.
I didn't like
No, that
that.
was fine.
Yeah. JK, it's a podcast with Jackie.
And Kevin.
I like that too.
That sounded pretty good.
You think so?
Yes.
I don't know. Okay, you go.
JK, it's a podcast.
With Jackie.
And Kevin. No?
I mean, I didn't really like me, but I didn't really like you.
Okay. We'll just keep it like that.
Okay. Do we
Alright.
say it together now?
Okay.
Okay. So after the three, like
Yes.
right after the three.
1, 2, and go.
So 1, 2, go, or 1, 2, 3,
No.
go.
1, 2, 3 is silent. So I have that space in editing. And then we say it.
Well, you can't have the space after 3.
Oh, sure. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
JK, it's a podcast with Jackie.
And Kevin.
Oh, I like that one.
Alright. Then I gotta remember to cut that part out and just keep that so we never have to say it ever again. And it's just perfect
Well,
forever.
hopefully it sounds good.
Alright, well, I'm gonna keep it in
Okay.
stock for just in case.
Okay.
Alright.
We'll move on. Moving on. Sorry, that took too long. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I apologize.
I just re-recording this entire thing. And I'll probably just upload the whole thing all together.
No.
So everyone can just laugh with us
No.
in our nonsense.
No.
But that's what's great.
No.
That's what's attractive. It's just the rawness of it all. No polish. No, not too much editing.
No.
Okay. Well, I edit, so I get to decide. Yeah. For our first podcast.
Don't just breathe like that.
For our first podcast,
Sorry.
we decided to just do questions. We're just gonna do questions, and
Yes.
I don't even know why I'm trying to like set this up. We're just gonna do questions. Questions that you would ask as you
On a first date?
not on
Is
a
that what it was?
Just to get to know somebody. As
Oh,
you
okay.
as you meet somebody and you find some sort of connection, and
So a first date?
no, not like even if you're just meeting a friend.
Okay.
And these are questions that maybe you ask your friends.
Okay. All right. Since I got silly putty on this one,
All right.
I will go first. Your favorite color?
My favorite color is green.
Okay. Do I also answer this? Because I know we were trying to do like 20 questions-esque style, but it's like, won't they wonder what my favorite color is?
We'll save that for a special episode.
My favorite color?
Yes.
It's green.
Dang. All right. Well, then put that out to the side.
Emerald green or distressed black.
Wonderful. That went so far. Okay. If you can have the answer to any question, what question would you want the answer to?
I really didn't want that question.
Well, now you have that question. Well, you have to answer the
I
question.
don't have one, though. I don't have it.
You don't have a question in your mind that you wish you could have the answer to?
That
That doesn't even have to be a deep,
yeah,
serious
no,
thing.
no,
It could be
no,
something
I
super
think
silly.
I remember what because this is always a question that's obviously in my head and I don't really want to think about it. But what happens after we die?
Okay.
Favorite character in a TV show, or movie, or book, or all three? Wait, were you not going to answer that question? I just realized.
Well, I guess I'll cop out and say it's the same thing.
Okay, all right, go ahead. Favorite character in a TV show, movie, or book, or all three? No.
Favorite character in a TV show?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's just hard to pick one.
Kevin, you don't even watch TV.
But I watch a lot of TV. Beast Boy from Teen Titans, the TV show. The original Teen Titans, not Teen Titans Go.
Yes, we all know it's original Teen Titans and not Teen Titans Go.
Not everyone knows.
I actually like the new version.
I'm
Not
not
as much as the first one.
Right. I'm not saying that the Teen Titans Go is bad because I've seen episodes and I've laughed and chuckled. I'm just saying that in terms of what they were trying to do, they completely missed the mark.
Well, no, because they were doing that for kids now, not for the kids back then. Well, grown-ups now. Do I answer it?
Sure.
Not in book. Movie? No, not favorite character. TV show character. I think.
See, this is not an easy question.
You know what I was thinking the question was?
Hmm.
Like your favorite TV show, not character.
No, I think that's a different question.
You think so?
Probably.
Then I think I'll say, I think Jake from Adventure Time.
Okay.
Yeah, for now. Let's just say that. Anyway, sorry. What really cheesy do you love?
You're the one who wrote it. You wrote all these questions. I just read them out to you. Let me see.
Oh no, and that's literally what it says. What really cheesy?
Or like swish. All right.
I remember you asked this question.
I forgot it too.
And I half listened because I thought it was dumb.
Well.
And it shows.
All right. Pick a number between 1 and 100, and that'll be the question.
69.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So, off a list I found on the internet of 100 questions to get to know somebody, number 69 is, how old were you when you learned Santa wasn't real? How did you find out?
Santa's real.
Okay. So, in a world where Santa might not be real, I was...
Why would you even answer the question Santa's real?
Okay. I'm just entertaining the question. I'm not saying that Santa's
You
not
can
real.
move on.
Oh.
You can pick another question.
I was probably less than 10 years old, and it was just kind
When
of...
you believe Santa was still real?
Okay, in this hypothetical, I would have been 10 years old, and I would have just kind of come to a hypothetical conclusion that hypothetically Santa wasn't real. Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
But in this world, Santa's totally real.
Then what is the world when you were 10
Not
that
a
he hypothetically wasn't?
Well, in this hypothetical world, it was not a cheerful
So then this world.
It's a lot more cheerful because Santa's
So then
exists.
this world.
What do you mean?
So then this world.
It's a lot more cheerful because Santa is real.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Here we go. Favorite TV show?
Okay. Favorite TV show right now, Bob's Burgers.
Since when?
Oh. Since when did I introduce it to you?
That would...
4 years ago?
No.
3?
Because we've been watching it since season 3.
Have we? So was that 4 years ago? 5 years ago?
20...
'Cause essentially-
2015.
And then 4 or 5.
5 years.
Okay. Yeah, because essentially I introduced you to all the TV shows that I like now, what, a year after we started dating?
Yeah.
A year? Yeah, a year after. Because what, it's essentially Bob's Burgers, Adventure Time, and
Yeah.
I don't know either. There's one more.
Right.
That's like the top 3 shows. I mean, but like besides Arthur, but that's like, you know.
Who didn't watch Arthur?
A lot of people didn't watch Arthur.
Those people are wrong.
Yes, they are.
Okay, so
That is right.
focusing on Bob's Burgers, why is it your favorite TV show?
Why? There's a why? Sorry.
It's okay. We didn't advertise this as a family-friendly show.
We didn't advertise this at all. Why? I don't know. It's real. It's the first episode that obviously really gets you. Because essentially we started from the first season.
Yeah.
We started from the beginning. Well, I started and then you started.
Yeah.
And raw and not what you expect. Real. It's real. It's raw. It's wasn't like any other show that I have seen. It was like the closest thing to what Adventure Time that was real and funny and random.
Mm-hmm.
Which is me.
Yeah.
Which is essentially me. I think that's why. You?
My favorite TV show at this moment in time has to be My Hero Academia.
Okay.
Since when? I would have to be since 2018 when we moved into our apartment, because that's when I found the show.
You've been watching it since then?
Yeah,
That's when it
I've been
came
watching
out?
it since we've been living here. No, it's been out since I think 15 or 14.
Oh.
So it's been out for as long as we've been together.
Right. I
Or
mean,
maybe less, but
oh.
I've only been watching it since we've lived here.
Okay.
And as for why, because I love anime,
Right.
and this is an anime that isn't just like super powered teenagers. It's an anime where superheroes exist, which is slightly different, and
Not The Incredibles.
not the incredible. I do enjoy the characters. The main character on his own is very much a I have this power placed upon me, and now it is my job to live up to what that power means and aspire to be what I want to be, a lot like me. But I enjoy shows like that. I enjoy shows where your main character is trying to aspire to their full potential, because I'm lame like that.
Okay. Next question. What are you known for with friends?
It would be drawing, plain and
With
simple.
family? Your
Drawing,
family?
probably.
Really?
Yeah.
With your family?
Yeah.
Okay. With us?
Drawing.
No.
No?
No, I met you for dancing first. If
Oh,
anything,
that's true.
If anything, I'd say dancing.
Okay. Thank God.
With work. Through work. Coworkers.
Being the quiet
Oh yeah.
thing.
With my family.
Probably drawing. Especially since all your cousins have a drawing that I made for them
Oh, that's true.
of all of you guys together.
I mean, I guess so.
So drawing.
You're welcome. Okay.
Your favorite animal?
Wolf.
For me, it's penguins. Do you want to say why? Do you want to elaborate, or do you want to just move on?
We'll move on.
Okay, it's your turn then.
Are you religious or spiritual?
I don't think I count as being religious
No.
because we don't go to church. And we have a very limited amount of religious items. So I don't
You
think...
don't have to have religious items to be religious.
Right, but I feel like that's just kind of the commonplace thing.
Back then, I guess.
As far as spiritual, I think I'm pretty spiritual. I just kind of keep that part to myself.
In what way?
I just don't talk about it too much.
What though?
I have to look up what spiritual means again. I think I'm very in tune with my emotions, and
Okay.
I'm very aware of them.
Okay.
I definitely don't feel like ghost or anything supernatural, but I feel like that's supernatural. I guess I'm a little more like inside of myself. I don't know how to explain it.
Okay, move on.
Yes, I got a long one.
Oh, no.
How different do you act with work people?
I work with Noah, so not really that different.
Okay. With friends.
I don't think I act different. Honestly, am I a little more a little more louder, a little more talkative.
Yes.
Since someone actually talks back to me. Since Noah can't talk and you don't talk.
I'm talking right now.
Oh, wow. You'd think it's a podcast.
JK. It is a podcast.
But yeah, I get to actually talk more. So I feel like if anything, I just get to be even more myself.
Your family?
I feel like that's about the same, but I obviously can't talk about a lot of random stuff that I talk about with friends and with you.
My family?
Your family doesn't talk to me. But I mean, I try to act with your brothers at least the way that I act with my siblings. And with your mom, I don't think she really knows that I'm weird. So I try to keep it as respectful as possible.
Right.
Still.
Right.
But I know we'll get there. I'll get there. We'll get there.
I think so. She loves you.
Sure.
She loves you.
I hope so.
And with us?
With us. Again, I would like to think that I act pretty much myself.
I think so. I like to think so. I like to hope.
Yeah, that's why I'd like to hope so too, that I'm...
Because I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't think I act really any different.
Unless you're with my family.
Then I have to act normal.
Because everything across the board has been the same except my family.
That's why. Then I have to act like a normal human being and not myself.
Right.
But that's why. With your brothers, I'm getting there.
Cool.
What about you? Hold on. How different do you act with people at work? I feel like I would assume that you actually talk more.
I do talk more.
Like I know you're quiet, but I feel like you talk more.
So when I started a new place,
yes,
I always set myself as I'm quiet. I'm here to just do my work and go
Same.
home. And then it's not until I find someone that is our age or someone that I can connect with at the very least.
Yeah.
That I start to open up a little bit.
Yeah.
And even then, it's like.
Well, yeah, that makes it easier to actually talk.
I limit that stuff to like what are the things that we have in common, and that's it.
Right.
I'm that way across the board. I'm quiet. I set myself up as the quiet one all across the board, and then it's not until I open up to you, I feel some sort of closeness to you that I start to open up.
Well, then if anything, same.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
I'm not just gonna openly go up to somebody and start a conversation because no.
Right.
How differently do you act with friends?
Historically speaking, I definitely have boosted up my sort of like confidence. I'm at a moderate confidence. I'm confident with my existence, but when I'm with friends, I feel like I need a little more confidence.
I feel like you try to make yourself sound more interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm not interesting.
And because I am.
Yes.
We live together. Our lives are the same. Your life essentially is more interesting because you actually go to work.
Oh no. I went to work and then I came home.
See, but that's just you. I would have been like, I went to work and this and this and this happened. Anyway, your family.
With my family, I've always been quiet no matter how close I've ever felt to my cousins or my parents or my grandparents or my aunts and my uncles.
Well, I mean...
Only because I've always been afraid of being myself around them.
Same. But with your brothers? Even with your brothers? Because I don't see that now. I've never saw that. I've never seen that anymore.
So that's all thanks to you, I feel.
Oh.
So with my brothers, even with my
So
brothers...
you abuse your brothers
no.
thanks to me?
That's always been part of it. But ultimately, they're my best friends.
Oh.
But I always felt like being a brother or being siblings kind of has its own barrier of like I can only act so far because we're brothers, and I don't want it. I don't know. That's just a weird thing in my head.
Right. I mean, I get that. I try to act as myself as possible.
Right. But there,
like I do that more with John.
There's just some sort of subconscious limit to it that makes no sense, but it's there.
Mm-hmm.
And then being around you and your brother and your sister and watching you be yourself and kind of like stepping either over that wall or stepping closer to that wall than I ever have has given me the confidence to do the same with my brothers.
Right. My family then.
So with your cousins, I see
my family. My brother and sister first.
Oh, with your
my family.
Okay.
My mom.
Well,
Dad.
So John to me is like another brother, and Michelle is like another sister. So But with that being...
The sister you give me is my sister?
Yeah. It returns.
Oh my god.
That being said, with John...
Yeah.
I've known John since he was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean...
8th grade, 7th grade.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make myself approachable to him for the sake of our relationship so that, you know, I wanted him to feel comfortable.
Oh, for
with me
sure.
around.
Because
right?
if he didn't like you, then that was it.
Yeah. So from there, me and John, I see John as like one of my best friends too. I see him as one of my brothers.
Lame.
Yeah. And Michelle, well, given all my history with her and like how much we've spent time with her, I feel like me and her are still kind of putting together some sort of foundation.
Definitely. And it's like that with your brother David.
Yeah.
He's the one that's definitely like let me talk to him.
Yeah.
Essentially. Like, I know I've had conversations with Alex, and he's pretty, like, not that he doesn't care, but he's like, I'll talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Like, he's the most social butterfly out of all of you. So it's like, that one was pretty easy.
Yeah.
But David, I know, definitely has let me get in there, and he'll actually, like, stay there and have and show me stuff.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
Which I find so exciting. I'm like, oh my god, yes, show me.
John is the same way. Yeah.
Yeah. But John's like that with everybody.
Yeah.
John. But, which, obviously. But the other one left is the baby, which I know he thinks I'm weird.
I mean, we all do, but that's okay.
You all have said that I was weird?
I'll have to check back on that, but it's not like it's a bad thing. We love weird because we're weird in ourselves. We all love fucking anime, and that on its own, it is like weird. To us, it's weird because we grew up kind of like. Anime is weird.
But so that means that you have essentially talked amongst each other, either together or individually, and we're like. No, so
I've never actually like been like, how do you think? What do you think about Jackie?
Maybe you should.
Maybe.
I would love to know.
Maybe.
Anyway.
Okay, and then
my family. Yeah, sorry.
With your mom, I've spent a good year working with your mom, so
yeah,
it's like. I feel like with her, there's this in-law relationship, right? She's your mom, I'm your fiancé. There's that relationship. But there's also this kind of like slight step into peer because we work together and because we were kind of somewhat on equal footing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I worked with her too.
Right.
But my mom's definitely somebody to easily get along with, yes. Regardless. Yes. Yeah, like, she's not gonna make you, like, I'm the mom, you gotta, you know. Obviously, treat her with respect, please, yes. But, you know, she's definitely very easy to talk to. My dad.
I'm scared.
Us. How do you act differently?
How do I act differently?
No, that's just a question. I was just...
I am my full self.
I feel like you aren't, though.
I'm me. I'm myself.
Yeah, well, okay. I appreciate that.
I do my random dances.
Right, which is fine.
That's actually... Oh, no, it is your turn.
Yeah. What's your favorite holiday?
I'm going to say Christmas.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Growing up, we would always go to my grandma's.
Uh-huh.
And that'd be, like, one... Not like it's, like, super rare, but it would be, like, the one time everyone was together.
Right.
As Christmas should
Makes
be.
sense. Yeah, as Christmas should. Well, obviously. Mine used to be Valentine's Day. But you're not romantic, so...
Alright, well, that's the end of this podcast.
Well, maybe work on that. But definitely as time went on, I've always loved Halloween, but I've always essentially loved Valentine's Day more. But given the circumstances, I love Halloween now. And I think it grew more when Noah was born, with like Noah and Addie. Mm-hmm. We have a child. But with Noah, and it's like remembering how happy I was trick-or-treating with my cousins growing up, and we would always get together to go trick-or-treating. So it's like, essentially I definitely want to do that with Noah. Right. And dressing him up. And like little kids in costumes is the most hilarious thing ever. So, Halloween. Fit.
Who are the special people in your life?
Obviously...
I want to limit you to 5 people.
5 people? Yeah. That's literally my family.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, like, I think, yeah, that's literally my family. So Dad.
Right.
mom,
Right.
sister,
Right.
brother.
Right.
I'll just incorporate my niece and nephew with my sister.
Okay.
Because then that's already 6.
Okay.
Then. I mean, obviously, Noah.
But not me.
Oh. I'll incorporate you under Noah.
Not even Noah under me. Me under Noah.
Oh my god. Yes.
So I'm invited by association, is what you're saying. I don't even get a proper invite.
I'm sorry. Once he was born, you moved a slot down.
Same though.
See?
Yeah.
Then why are you... Bentley, it's Bentley. Bentley's the 5th person. You're under Noah and stuff. No, obviously, my best friend.
But that was a question for you.
If that
So it's
was...
manageable.
If, like, I'm adding another person, then it would be her. And then that's pretty much it.
Okay.
As
Right.
close, tight-knit, yeah. That'd be it. You?
Oh.
5? Don't exceed from 5 now.
Alrighty. So my mom, and then subgrouping my brothers under my mom.
Under your mom?
Yes.
Okay.
And then
Because like that's why it's like it's a
Right.
given. So it's like, do I subgroup my sister and brother under my mom?
right. See, you doing that makes it easier for me because it's my mom, and then under that is my brothers, and then your mom, and then under that are your siblings and grandchildren,
Right.
and you and my grandma, and then
I do love your grandma.
Yeah.
I don't know if she loves me, but I love her.
and then and then our pets.
Our pets.
They're so, but because they're small, I can stack them on top, and they just count as one person.
Okay.
See, and that's everything. That's
That's
everything.
it? That's like okay.
yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well, no, that was my question to you. So it's your turn.
It is?
Yes.
Oh.
I grabbed one by accident.
What's your sign?
Stop.
Stop.
That was easy. My sign is pre the 13th zodiac introduction is Taurus.
Right.
But after the 13th zodiac introduction, it's apparently Aries. But I don't agree with it. But I don't agree with it, so I'm still a Taurus.
I have to look into it. I bet you are though. I bet you are.
See, but then it's like, and I said this to your sister when she was talking about it, if your sign could be changed in the snap of a finger because the introduction of a 13th one that's always been there, how reliable is it really?
It's not. It never has been.
So,
That's why. No shame if you believe in it. It's fun. Definitely is.
but you gotta pick a side.
It's all sham though.
But you have to pick a side. You're either pre-13
Okay.
or post-13.
What is it? My pre-13 was Leo, right?
No.
Yeah?
Pre-13 was Virgo. Your post might be
Oh,
Leo.
Yes. So, all 13 included I am Leo. Haven't looked into Leo though. But originally, OG, it's Virgo. And I've definitely slowly have finally accepted it. Just because growing up it was just horrible. And it's like, oh my god, what sign are you? Oh yeah, Virgo. Does that mean you're a virgin? And it's like, yes, bitch. I'm pure as fuck. Like, the hell? Oh, oops. Sorry.
Oh, God.
Anyway. But, Virgo. I've definitely kind of grown attached to it, just with everything that's, and it's like, I know it's contradicting that it's like, none of it is real, none of it is like, not
Right.
that it's not true,
Right.
but it can easily be changed. But I think I definitely agree a lot with what Virgo is and is set to be. In addition to that, since it was such a simple question, what's your favorite flower? If you have one.
My favorite flower.
Yes.
I do not have a favorite flower.
You don't?
No.
You never thought about it?
No.
Really?
I used to just cop out and say rose. Because
Yeah.
it'd be the first thing in my mind.
But is it?
No.
Okay. Okay.
So I have no answer to that.
There's no other flower that you think is like, wow.
Lilies. But that's because I know it's your favorite flower.
Well, see, that's also like a cop out.
Yeah, so no.
Okay. Well, then my favorite is lilies. I think originally I chose pink lilies just because it was girly,
Right.
and that's the way that it should be. Which, I mean, they're still beautiful, because honestly, I definitely like the all white, but it's like if I ever see an all black lily, it's definitely that's beautiful. That definitely is beautiful. I also like succulents, but I don't know if that falls under flower. I think that's just a plant.
I think they're just plants.
Okay. Flower's a plant though. Okay, moving on.
How much social interaction is too much?
See, I'm very aware and unaware of social interaction because it's like I don't want to do it, I don't want to be around it, but then I do. And then it's like once I'm put in that situation, like if it's hanging out with a friend, and obviously I enjoy being with a friend, but hanging out with a friend and it's like cool, I'm here, but then it's like I start to think, because I'm comfortable there, how long is too long being there?
Right.
How long until they're tired of me and I have to go home?
Right.
But then I'm also thinking of, I want to go home, but I don't want to be rude if I leave too early.
Right.
You know? So that's definitely like what I think. If anything past what, 4 to 5 hours, you should go home. But it's like if you're enjoying it.
Right.
You know?
Right.
If you're not enjoying it, stay for the complimentary hour and leave.
Right.
You know? So, obviously you see me with my family, and we could be together all day.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, I feel like they're probably tired. I'm tired. But I don't want to seem rude and just leave.
Right.
Because what if they still want me around for some reason?
Right.
So, if you're uncomfortable with the situation, the complimentary hour is best. If not, and if you are comfortable with the situation, either sleep over or 4 to 5 hours. And then just leave.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm a little more selfish with that though, because not like, okay, I'm bored, bye.
Yeah.
It's more of like, I'm not worried if that person's tired of me so much. It's not my first thought. It's my, alright, well, I've had my fill.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's definitely the difference between you and me, is that I definitely think about everyone else. Not that you don't think about everybody else's feelings, but
How dare you?
in that I didn't think of your feelings. In that aspect, it's like I feel rude
Right.
not staying long, but I want to go home. And then it's like I'm sure they're tired of me because it's their home.
I'm more of like, when I hang out with someone, I'm enjoying my entire time with them, but it does come that point where it's like, and I have fulfilled my time with you.
Okay, then how, pray tell, when we first met each other, did you not get tired of me?
I don't know. True love.
Lame. No, but honestly, you never got tired of me?
I've never gotten tired.
Well, that's nice. Not even now?
Not even now.
Really?
95%. There's 5% probably where it's like, and
Do you have an example in mind that's when you're like, you need to go to bed?
right after this podcast, we're going to bed.
Is it my turn then?
Yes, that was mine.
Okay. Favorite artists, for how long, why? I'm guessing artist as in musician.
Musician.
Right?
So I'm just gonna do an easy one because it was the first that came to my mind. AJR.
Okay.
And I've been a quote-unquote fan, I guess, since
I'd say you're a fan.
2018.
How long have they been around?
They've been around since like at least 2014, because we used one of their songs for a dance that we did for one of the
What
dance.
song?
It's called "Are You Ready?" I think
How does it
it's
go?
called.
Oh.
Yes, and that was from like one of their like first like outings. But I didn't know that was them. Like I didn't know who they
I have to listen
were
to that song
because
then.
they were still.
That's
kind of
really
kids.
interesting.
Yes.
With the talent show, right?
Mhm.
That one? Okay. So for, why?
They definitely do music very differently. They're very experimental with their music.
I can agree with that.
And I feel like they sing about stuff that no one really sings about.
Like?
Like there's a song called No Grass Today,
Okay.
which is basically a song about how the lead singer doesn't want to do weed, marijuana,
Yeah.
because he doesn't enjoy it. But he's also like, but if that's what you want to do at our concerts, then you do it.
Oh.
And you enjoy you and you do you. So it's
Okay.
but in the context of marijuana.
I have to listen to that one too.
And then there's one of my favorite songs is Dear Winter, where
Yeah.
it's kind of like a letter to their future kids.
Yeah.
And it's like there's not a lot of songs that are about those kinds of topics.
Right.
They do their casual like, well, they actually don't have love songs.
Which
So,
is great.
Yeah.
I think so.
And I could actually
All
spend,
their songs have been bops.
yes.
Okay.
One of the few bands that I can sing to beginning to end their entire album.
Right. Well, you know who I could sing from beginning to end?
Cocomelon.
God, no. I mean, yes, I can. New talent, but no. My favorite artist is Pink.
Yes.
Yes. If you know me, I like Pink.
For how long? Because I don't know how long.
Honestly, since the beginning, how old was I? What? When I started really listening to music?
Mm-hmm.
When I was 9 or 10?
Wow.
Yeah. So what? I'm gonna be 25.
So since 2005?
Yeah.
So basically, as long as she's been around.
Yeah, essentially. Why? Because she was always somebody that didn't fit the ideal look, the ideal sound that society wanted, needed. You know, always compared to what, Britney Spears.
Right.
That was always her competitor, and no what label would sign her just because she was so different. And essentially, growing up, it was like, yeah, I'm different, and I don't know why.
Right.
And that always sucked. But her music was always like, so what if you're different? You're you, and that's amazing. And you should feel amazing for being you.
Right.
And don't try to change yourself. So that's obviously something that's definitely a great message to always put out there to everybody.
For sure.
But also, I can always respect that her songs were also like, her also wishing to try to fit in, but in the end, her just not being able to because that just wasn't her.
Right.
Pink.
Pink is great.
Pink is a bop.
What is something you're proud of?
Something I'm proud of. There are a lot of things that I'm proud of, to be honest. I think very cliche, the main one would be Noah. I'm really happy
Yes.
to how he's growing
Yes.
and how he just is in general. I mean, he's a brat, but he's pretty smart. So I'm definitely proud of that. And I know I'm more so proud of it just because that's him and that's not even us.
Right.
That's him.
Yeah.
So that's a very cliche, but yeah, Noah is definitely one of the most things that I'm definitely proud of. Second is the fact that we've been able to live on our own without help
Right.
for almost 3 years now.
Oh.
Yeah, that's awesome. 3 years in December, living on our own. And obviously we've had help here and there, but never like on the verge. Well, we've been on the verge of almost not being able to live here.
Right.
But somehow we did it. And hopefully we'll move somewhere else, somewhere better. Hopefully.
If you're listening and you want to donate.
What is it? Here's my Venmo.
Here's my Venmo. Here's my GoFundMe.
My Cash App.
Here's
Link
my
below.
PayPal.
Not mine though, Kevin. I don't know how to work that stuff.
Just pull up to our apartment and just give us money. That's cool too.
Yes, please. Thank you. Did I mention we have a cute baby? But that's definitely something that I'm really happy about, that we never had to go back.
Right.
And that's something that I'm definitely proud of, and I feel like that's something that we can say, because a lot of people go back home, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. But we haven't.
Yes.
So I'm very happy about that. I'm very proud of ourselves. And I mean, essentially, if you gotta go back home one day, I wouldn't mind it.
Right.
Because my mom makes bomb-ass food. And I would love to go back home just for that. But then I'd want to move out the next day.
Right.
Yeah. But other than that, I think, honestly, actually going to college, even though it was community college.
Right.
Hopefully I could go back. I know I want to go back.
Were
I feel like I'm ready.
You said you were the first one in your family?
Yeah, I know I have another cousin who went, but he ended up leaving. So he would have been the first one to fully...
Right.
Like, he went, but he didn't finish.
Right.
So that was really exciting that he actually even went. The next person would have been my sister, but she didn't end up going.
Right.
And then my other cousins didn't end up going. So then after that was me, like, in line. And yeah, I actually went. Even, like, I hate to say that even though it was community college, it was still a college.
Right.
I still got my associates, you know.
College is college.
College is college. And I mean, I can't do squat shit with my associate, but I mean, hey, it's a degree.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Going there was the best. Better than high school, because high school. Yeah, I think that's one of the main things that I'm definitely really proud of, is that I went and then I finished. And I finished early. I finished a little earlier. And yeah, I was the first person in my family to go, or at least my dad's side. I don't know about my mom's side. My dad's side to go to college and actually finish. And I was a girl, so that made it even more special, more important, and that made me more proud.
Right.
More so for my parents.
Right.
Because Hispanics and pride.
Right.
But I definitely hope to go back and to finish and to actually continue on, because that's definitely a goal, but I'd say college after all that. See you?
Obviously, Noah and us living
Lame.
in our apartment are the top two things.
Yeah.
Because those aren't even just like stepping stones to like future goals. Those are like goals.
Goals. Well, yeah, a family and a home.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. So that branching away from
Yes.
our life and our family.
Yeah.
The thing that I'm proud of, as in, like, for myself, would definitely have to be breaking out of my own little shell
Yeah.
and joining theater my sophomore year.
Yeah.
Because everything prior to that, it was just kind of like I was introverted.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still introverted, but like I was even like
Even more.
I was a turtle basically, and I didn't pop out unless you were like a friend of mine that I was really really close to, and theater kind of opened all that up to me.
Yeah.
Gave me a better way to express myself creatively through dance and through stage.
Loser.
Yeah. But I loved it. I will say,
Mm-hmm.
if I didn't do theater,
Yeah.
and I didn't get into dancing,
Okay.
we wouldn't be here right now. So,
Well, exactly. You weren't on the agenda and you just had to swoop in.
you're welcome.
Wonderful. Anyways, let's see. What's the strangest way you've become friends with someone?
See, that's one of the questions I didn't have an answer for.
Yeah. I don't remember that question. I honestly don't.
I'm just gonna say through work. It's not strange because it's like you're working with people, and what else are you gonna do
Yeah.
besides work?
Yeah.
So it's like it's only natural that you become somewhat close to the people you work with.
I mean, yeah.
But that to me is strange in and of itself because of how work brings about friendships and not, you doing your own thing brings about friendship.
I mean, I don't know. I'd say that's pretty reverse for me. When I would work, I honestly would go to work. Like, I didn't even really want to talk to people because I'm to myself. My thoughts keep me company.
Right.
So it's like, obviously, talking to other people makes time go by faster. So it's not like I wouldn't talk to anybody. People would essentially, I guess, find me interesting because I was so quiet.
Right.
And be like, who's that? Who's she?
Right.
What's she thinking? Why is she so quiet? I don't like work friends.
Right.
I
I think the reason that's different is because
Unless
you
they're
work in
older.
retail,
Maybe.
and I've always worked in.
But I worked at with mom. But and
Right.
essentially, like, even them, like, I didn't find anybody. One person, her work friend. Like, I've only found one person interesting, and it was weird because we shared that friendship with my mom.
Right.
So that always like made it weird. But even then, it's like I didn't find anybody interesting or that I wanted to talk to. I just wanted to be by myself,
Right.
just in my own little world.
I mean, that's me at every job.
Yeah.
And then you just have a conversation with someone and something comes up and it's like, oh, you like that too.
Yeah.
And then, like, me being the lonely soul that I am, I start kind of just throwing stuff at it.
Yeah.
And building up that so I can have friends.
Mm-hmm. Just to have someone. Mine, the strangest way, if anything, would be my top half area. My womanly top half area.
Oh, God.
I
don't like where this is going.
Yeah. And, I mean, not even, like, just guys.
Right.
But, like, girls, gays. I mean, honestly, anybody. If I was already friends with somebody and then we'd hang out and then we'd bump into their friend or someone that they knew or something, and then, like, my friend would leave or it'd just be quiet, the first thing that someone would say to me besides, like, hey, what's your name, is, wow, are those real? And it's like, what? Yes. And it's like, it's a blessing and a curse, really. But yeah.
Don't tell me your dad.
Don't tell my dad.
You already told your dad.
What do you mean?
Well, what if he hears this?
Hi, Dad. Text me back, please. But yeah, if anything, it's always been a conversation starter.
Right.
I guess. But yeah, that'd be the strangest way I've became friends with somebody. Or because of my height. My height and my upper womanly body area.
Wonderful. Next question.
Okay.
How have you changed from when you were in high school?
See, it's like, I know I have. I'm sure I have. but I honestly feel like I haven't. I still like the same things.
Right.
I still, if anything, act the same, but even more myself, though.
Right.
You know? And I mean, if anyone who knew me in high school would like to say anything and tell me if I have changed, but essentially I feel like I haven't. I've grown, sure.
Right.
I've learned, I understand things better now, I guess, but that's, I feel like everybody that grows. Personality-wise, me-wise, I feel like I'm still the same. 'Cause it's like I've always just tried to be me.
Right.
Yeah, in high school, I was just had to definitely focus on schoolwork. I've definitely, believe it or not, definitely became more caring, emotional.
Okay.
More emotional.
Or
Yes.
no, I can attest to that.
Yes, I have. But also, I feel like that's also Noah.
Yes.
My motherly, womanly, like that. I think that just made me more emotional, in a sense, differently with that.
Right.
I think I have became more openly emotional about my feelings and myself
Right.
than I was in high school. So I'd say that.
I think I could say the same thing.
Yeah.
Definitely more expressive with my emotions in comparison to how I was in high school. And then having Noah, so prior to Noah
Yeah.
and more in high school, I wasn't too responsible. I wasn't the most responsible person in the world.
No,
Right.
that's still you now.
But
But
having Noah clicked that into place. I'm much, much more responsible than I was. In
so you're
comparison.
welcome.
Yes.
Is essentially what you're saying.
Basically.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. And then, if you knew me in high school, go away. 'Cause I don't need you talking about how terrible of a person I probably was in high school. I was not a good person.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I know for sure I was very, very arrogant and quote unquote egotistical.
I mean, yeah, you definitely were when I first met you.
Yes.
And I
But
was like, wow, that guy is egotistical.
to explain,
Okay.
that was more so just like my daily cover.
Your
my,
mask.
My mask. Because the second I go home and I sit in my room or on my old couch, my thoughts would be like, I'm not that great. I don't have a lot of friends. I don't think anyone really likes me.
Oh, dang.
So if I was a bad person in high school, it was because I thought that,
It was a mask.
yeah, that was my mask, and I was more extreme on those levels. And since then, I've become more balanced.
I like you.
I hope so.
I'm fake.
Oh god.
What's the most essential part of a friendship?
A balanced diet.
What? What's the most essential part of a friendship?
Time.
Time.
Spending time together.
Yeah, that is true.
Because that
That is actually true.
opens up the path to becoming even better friends.
Right.
And obviously, like as we've seen with even people that we consider friends or close friends or acquaintances,
No.
the less time we spend with them, the further apart that we are from them.
Very true. Which sucks because it's like, obviously, we have a child.
Right.
So it's definitely a lot harder. But I mean, I know the people that we called friends, friends, acquaintances, maybe, I don't know, never really made the effort. It was always us.
Right.
Because obviously we understood we have a kid.
Right.
And not everyone wants to hang around a kid, which is understandable. I get it.
And to that, I want to say that it's not like, oh, I'll be your friend when you want me to be your friend. Or it's like, not that they didn't ever want to try to make time with us. We also understand that everyone has lives.
Obviously.
Everyone's also doing their own thing and getting on with their own lives too.
Obviously, but I mean, like, when you see your friends hanging out with that same friend group but without you,
That's
like,
different, yes, that's for
that,
sure.
That's
It's like,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That it's like, okay, so you obviously have the time. You just don't want it to be with us.
right.
That's essentially what it is.
Right.
And it's like, again, I get it. Having a kid is hard, or even they didn't click with us the way that we thought we clicked with them.
Right.
Which, again, is fine. In the end, it weeds out, and you'll see the people that actually do care and that don't, which is fine.
Right. Martin. We have 2 questions left.
So yeah, I definitely agree with that. Time.
Top 3 favorite things to talk about.
In general?
Yeah.
My kid, my dog, and my bunny.
Wonderful.
About kids. If anything is one. You have kids, I'm sure you can talk about your kids, or not even like in a nice way, just be like, so my kid did this, and I'm super offended by it. So a family, I guess, would be one,
Okay.
right?
And that's up to you. It's your thing.
I don't know. Kids are family. I don't know. Essentially, it's family.
Well, kids you know, kids. And
Okay.
family being parents, uncles, aunts, cousins.
Okay, then my kids,
Okay.
which includes my dog and my bunny.
Okay.
So the kids. If anything, mostly I feel like a relationship is a topic that is easily talked about, good or bad way.
Right.
It's like, oh, Kevin did this dumb thing to piss me off today, and I'm still pissed off about it, but I'm sure he forgot about it already.
Probably.
Yeah. So I think relationships in general. So kids, relationships, whatever. It's like I want to say gossip, but no. Like a topic to just talk about would be gossip, but I mean, I don't know. You? Maybe we could bounce off yours.
So my 3 things are pretty simple and very much nerdy. Video games,
Yeah.
anime,
Yeah.
philosophy.
Philosophy.
I love talking about philosophy.
Okay, well,
Or
we
even
won't
just, like-
get into that right now.
yeah.
Don't describe
I was
it.
about to.
Yeah, don't.
I was. See, that's how ready I am.
Oh, I got my last one.
What's your last
I
one?
got my last one. I remember. Disney princesses. That's something I could definitely talk about.
That's definitely something I want to talk about at some point.
Okay. Next podcast.
Because I'm ready to just. I know you already
Stop.
know. Yes.
Yes, I know.
So,
Okay.
kids, relationships,
relationships,
Disney princesses.
Disney princess, yes.
and mine is
Or fries. I mean,
video games, anime,
philosophy.
So 2 things that are similar and then something completely out of nowhere.
Okay. Last one.
Alrighty.
What fact floored you when you heard it?
Alright.
Oh, God.
I think I find one at least every other day, so I have to actually think.
Okay.
This one's okay. So this one's gonna be obscure,
Okay.
and for anyone who, no, I don't even know if I want to do it. Oh, okay. No, I found one. I figured one out.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a little extensive. There's a theory
Okay.
as to why we haven't made contact with aliens.
Okay.
And I told you this before, and I'm pretty sure you don't remember.
No.
But it's something, I forget if they call it the wall or the barrier or something. Basically, it's a wall.
Okay.
And this wall, metaphorically speaking, is some event or action that needs to be taken and in metaphorical terms crossed so that we can make contact with other life.
Okay.
And the idea being that if we are over the wall and we still haven't made contact with aliens, either we're the first ones to do it, or we're part of a small select group of living societies that has done it in the entire universe.
Mm-hmm.
And so therefore there's still so much to be done before we can make contact.
Right.
And if we haven't crossed over the wall, then we're on our way to the wall. And if we cross over, then we join that select few. But if we don't, then that'll be the complete destruction of humans.
Not making contact with aliens?
No, not crossing, because the wall would be like nuclear weapons. Like if we said the wall was nuclear weapons,
Okay.
then if we failed crossing over the wall, nuclear weapons would have destroyed us and we wouldn't be here right now. Because we would have used it to destroy ourselves
Right.
and the planet.
Right.
Since we have nuclear weapons and we crossed over that means that there are other alien societies, alien planets that did discover and then ended up blowing themselves up.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a small select few that are just like us and discovered nuclear weapons and haven't blown themselves up yet and now are working to make contact with us. So it's a thing that it is filtering out the worthy
Okay.
species.
It ain't us.
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
If it is, damn.
But first time I ever heard
I'm
that,
sorry, aliens.
first time I ever saw the video that explains all that, my mind was like blown.
I have to see that video.
Yes.
Well, mine's gonna sound dumb compared to that. I should have gone first.
They probably-
Plain and simple and funny. Everybody was born basically a girl first,
That's
and
true.
then what? Genetics was like, nah, you
Yes.
male.
Yes.
Yes, and that last split second, it was like, ha, psych, you a boy. You know? So it's like, essentially, that's why you got nips. That's why you got your boobs.
Yep.
Because you were almost a girl.
Yep.
Yep. And I just find that so funny. Really funny. I feel like that's something that everyone should know, especially if you're a guy. You were almost a girl.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, and every guy that I have told, this isn't like in complete and utter shock. That it's like, what? That's a lie. And it's like, Google it. Go ahead. And then it's like, I was almost a girl. And I'm like, yeah, you were.
What's crazier because of that fact
Mm-hmm.
is that a male's testicles are essentially a female's ovaries.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I find it funny every time a guy discovers it, and
Right.
to whoever discovered it now,
You're welcome.
you're welcome. You were almost one of the girls. And yeah, I just think that's funny. And then it leads to like the point where it's like, in the end, we don't need guys, you know.
Right.
A girl can have and get pregnant without a guy.
Yes.
Bone marrow.
Bone marrow.
Yeah, that's all we need. So why are you guys here?
I don't know.
Exactly. So that is my
That's the fact that floored you.
that is the flag that floored me.
That's how it was worded on the website that we
Yeah.
found.
And I decided to keep it that way. But yes,
Okay.
that is my fun fact for the day.
So,
So.
one more question,
Okay.
and it's more about the podcast itself.
Okay.
So what do you?
is this to this or is this just
Yeah. No.
Okay.
What are your kind of like expectations, goals, if you have any, of
For the
this?
podcast?
Yes. Assuming that this isn't the only time we're gonna do this.
I hope we do. I honestly hope we do this because even though you don't like to talk, I know you like to talk when I get you talking about something.
Right.
Goals wise, I mean, if we can honestly make a living out of this,
Right.
or like at least an extension from it,
Right.
and like, you know, progress with it,
Right.
that'd always be fun.
Yeah, because
It's
first
like-
things first is that
I'm the realist.
yes. The first things first is that like no one does these sorts of things out of just pure fun anymore. We
Yeah.
live in a time where it's like if you do this, you do this with the intent of maybe this growing into something that can finance your life.
Yeah.
So
Which essentially, yes, because we have a family and we're trying to move out.
so let's be transparent about that.
Yeah, but
us
essentially, this was fun. I like talking.
Yes.
You know that. And I'm very surprised at myself that I didn't get off topic.
You did so well.
I know.
I'm so proud of
I've
you.
tried so hard. I know there's like a couple questions that I didn't answer myself because I knew I would digress.
You even kept me on topic.
Yeah,
And that's
I have to be honest with you. When you talk too much, I start thinking about random stuff and I don't listen.
No, I know.
And that's why I'm like, oh, my eyes just went, shoo. I'm not listening. So that's like, okay, you're saying too much. No, but definitely, this is fun. I want to continue doing this. And I know I've mentioned it to some family members. I know they're excited to see what it is that we would say. Obviously, my family finds me interesting. They find us interesting together because of how different and similar we are.
I'm so funny.
But I want to definitely keep doing this for fun for at least now. And if it becomes something, it becomes something. But for now, I want to at least continue it and have fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is fun. What was something else that you asked? I honestly, like, we digress so much that...
Well, no, it was just expectations and goals, and I think we covered that.
Okay.
So that is JK. It's a podcast.
It's a podcast.
And if you're listening to us, you have found our little Facebook page where we'll be posting all this stuff on.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. I didn't know it was going to be on Facebook.
Oh, we can do it on Facebook.
Okay.
Maybe YouTube? What do you think?
Maybe YouTube.
And then,
Follow my Instagram at...
I mean, if you want to.
No, please don't.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
I mean, you don't post that much.
I don't.
I don't post much either.
I want to. I just get really self-conscious.
But
Even though that's like where I'm like, I'm just gonna do it for me.
by the time you're hearing this, there will be a Facebook page as you'll be listening to this.
Or
on it.
YouTube, apparently.
And there'll be a YouTube for you to subscribe to if you want to. Like and comment. Share other cancels.
Subscribe. Cancel?
Well, that's the thing they do on TikTok. I just figured this out right now.
What?
Yeah, when you click share and then you like scroll all the way to the end of like options that you can share it to and you click other and then I don't know if that tricks the app that you're sharing it and then you just cancel sharing it so you don't actually have to share it.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, let's not put that in there.
Okay. Facebook, YouTube. If you have us on Instagram, you have us on Instagram already.
Hey, tell your friends.
If you don't, they'll be linked in
Some descriptions.
the YouTube description and then the closest thing that Facebook has to like a YouTube subscription. Maybe even in just the comments of the
Right.
video.
Like, maybe share. I don't know yet. We're antisocial butterflies.
And come back for the next podcast whenever that
Whenever
might
that
be.
is.
It might be weekly. It might be next year.
Wow. That was a one and done. Even though we just went over our goals.
Yeah.
Welp. That was fun then.
But it'll happen again.
Hopefully. In a year, I guess.
And I hope you laughed.
Honestly, I wasn't my full self here yet because, you know, y'all are new. But
We're not close enough yet.
We're not friends yet. I'm funnier, I swear. I swear I am. Is there anything else?
I don't know. I've never done a podcast before.
Me neither.
This is my first time.
Oh.
Yeah, this is my first time.
Do we like have a? Are we saying something to say like bye or just bye?
Just bye.
Just bye.
Just bye and stop the recording.
Bye. I love you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Bye.
Ended like a phone call.
Yeah.
I haven't ended the recording either. It's awkward, like you're trying to end the phone call.
Awkward.